So the story out of Tennessee, where you had the lawmakers that was expelled, Justin Jones and Justin Pearson, I saw all that because, they did a anti-gun protest after a terror attack at a Nashville school where people had died. Of course, this happens all the time in America, but yet they want to go to other countries and try to tell them how to run their countries, right? But they can't get nothing right in the country that they were supposed to be running. So after they did a protest, the Republicans decided to expel Justin Jones and Justin Pearson. There was a white woman in the midst, but they didn't expel her. It's interesting. They didn't expel her, but they expelled the two black ones. So Justin Pearson had made a speech originally. I heard it. It did sound like he was trying to take an MLK cadence. But I said, yeah, okay, well, I let it alone. I didn't say nothing. He's been reinstated, Justin Pearson. When I seen this footage, I said, okay. I may give you a pass on the first speech, but this one right here, nah, I'm going to talk about it. Let's go ahead and run this clip. And I want you to just watch all this. And black people, when you watch it with this mind. I'm just give you something to think about. What are you really celebrating for? And what have you really done for black people to be acting this way? But let's roll that clip.
I believe it is a vision of people who've been ostracized coming to the well. See, I see white folk and black folk. I see queer folk and straight folk. I see rich folk and poor folk coming from the back to the well of the house, demanding justice right now. Not tomorrow, but right now. Justice right now. And it is this movement that's going to change this country. It's this movement in this moment in time that's going to change the country. And I'm so glad. Oh, I'm so glad. Yes, I'm glad. Oh, I'm glad. Yes, I'm glad. I'm so glad. Yes. 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 I'm so glad. I'm so glad. I'm so glad. I'm so glad. Hey, I'm glad. Are you glad? Are you glad? Is anybody else glad that he's done it again? Is anybody glad?
When I saw that clip, ladies and gentlemen, that clip to me was embarrassing. It was embarrassing. It's so embarrassing because it's so performative. It's so performative because no one else acts that way. But when it comes to black folk, you always got to be performing and shucking and jiving, because that's exactly what it was to me. It was being performative. What were you so excited about that you had to act that way? You act like we just got reparations or something. You act like that we finally got some equality to live right in America all of a sudden. You act like we got our anti-black hate crime bill or something. No, nothing. Just because you got reinstated. Now, I knew this was something because when I was paying attention to them folks' media and they all excited about this guy, they all talking about him. And then when you criticize him, all of a sudden here come them folks on the left wing defending him, attacking, and all of that. So, anytime I see that, we've seen this from BLM. We've seen this from so many different times. They have the same playbook. We don't know who this dude is. All of a sudden now you got him up here, right? He's supposed to be speaking for black folks all of a sudden. Now, yes, I know he has morphed into this person he is now. I've seen the videos of him looking like Poindexter. I get it. To now, if you want to change his hair, that's his business. I have no issue with him changing his hair and all of that. But what I saw in this video, it just, to me, you seem like a clown doing that. If you want to clown like that or do that, well, just open up a church and you can go do that mess every Sunday. I mean, because that's literally how he was acting. And we know good and well in the black church in America, that's nothing but a show. What transformative change that these churches have been doing for black people? You got a church on every freaking corner, the preacher acting just like him, and what has been done? Now, the preacher has been doing okay, but what has been done for the black community? This is why a lot of us are turned off by the black church, because we see nothing done. If you just want some spiritual entertainment, I guess, and just admit that you're a spiritual entertainment center. Just like WWE say they're sports entertainment. This guy right here, he was questioned this week, actually, by Sister Tessin Figueroa about reparations. And because she pressed him about reparations, he said he support cash payments, credit, checks. Now, when I heard him say that, I say, okay, so that's going to be the new Democrat response. The Democrats are going to start saying they support reparations, and they're going to start saying they support cash payments, but they're not going to tell you how they're going to get that cash payments to your pocket. That's going to be the trick right there. They're not going to tell you, because they know they got to get you back to the polls to keep you on this system. Because I told y'all, as long as y'all believe in massa to really give you something just based off of voting for them, they're going to keep doing this. And notice they keep following the same playbook with black politicians. He come from some college. I don't know it. I can't guarantee it, but I guarantee you he's involved with some sort of fraternity, because that's most of them are. And he is, even though he say, oh, he's 27, he's young. Listen, they're training him young. Nobody knows this guy on the grassroots. Nobody. What people can say, yeah, man, Justin, he been doing this and that and the third. But then when you come to national prominence, this is what you're doing. You acting a fool. You being very performative. It just, for me, it's just silly. It was just silly. And see, this is who the Democrats want to promote to black people. This is what the Democrats want. They don't have politicians out there that's talking like our brother Eric Mays. They don't have politicians talking like him. You think Eric Mays would have been acting a fool like that? Eric Mays would have put them in their place. Eric Mays would have told them about themselves. And if Eric Mays would have got reinstated, he really would have been talking. That's my kind of politician, brother Eric Mays in Flint. That's the brother need to be speaking in national prominence, not this old performative bootlicking crap. Because that's all it was. It was some bootlicking, shucking, and jiving that he was doing. Why can't we have more politicians that have some doggone respect and a freaking backbone and not trying to sit up there and be performative for them folks? Because that's all this guy has been doing. He's been performative. I'm sick and tired of seeing that mess, man. And see, they're mad at any of you that called that out. They're mad because they gotta keep you mysticized with performance. Because while you distracted with performance, then they're not gonna they're not gonna do nothing for you. So when you start asking questions, when you start saying, what's your track record? Where you from? What's been going on with you? Why are they so excited about you all of a sudden? That's the same way they acted with D. Ray McKesson and Netta, right? They acted the same way with them. Oh, they were just so great. They was on every program. Don't know where these people come from. But then they got involved with the BLM grift. Patrice Cullors. Who knew her before that? Alicia Garza, who knew her? That's what I got to say. When you start seeing them just them folks lifting these black people up and say, hey, these are black leaders, and the black community didn't choose them to be one, you better be side-eyeing it, because they are on team white supremacy. If, like I said earlier, if you're not talking like my brother Eric Mays, then I don't want to hear you. Nothing about what that young man did impressed me. Not a thing. Go his behind to Antioch Missionary Baptist Church. Go be a pastor over there. And listen, I'm cool with you doing it over there. But when it comes to representing black people in any state, then we need to be about the business of black people. And I heard him clearly say his district is 60% black. So he could really be on a business about black people. You got black politicians with black districts, majority black districts, and still don't want to do nothing for black people. If anybody can be hardcore black about things, there's a black politician that got a black district. Because you can justify it based on the majority. And they still talking about, listen, with a 60% black district, he talking about LGBT. There's more people in your district that's concerned about inflation, that's concerned about jobs, homelessness, crime, reparations, the race soldiers doing things against black folk. There's a whole lot of things we can keep talking about, worrying about what somebody doing in their doggone bedroom. Like, to me, you always think about what somebody doing in their bedroom all the time, making that a priority. That's why you're being laughed at throughout the world. I'm talking about this country. You go to other countries promoting that instead of be promoting the things you should be promoting. But this video here, like I say, it was so cringeworthy. It's cringe. It's cringe that they got a younger generation already just sold out. Sold out. Because nothing about that was for the people. Sorry, it wasn't. Now, you can get mad all you want, but why we always got to be attacking each other? Because you need to be doing for the community. You know it's the people that do for the community, they don't act like that. The people that's doing for the community, they're about the business. They're about respecting. Malcolm X didn't act like that, did he? The Honorable Elijah Muhammad didn't act like that, did he? Dr. Khalid Muhammad, he didn't act that way, did he? Making himself like a circus clown. Dr. Franz Cress Wilson never acted that way. Mr. Farrakhan never acting a fool like that. Dr. Amos Wilson, you ever seen any video of him acting this way? Come on now, we talking about our great people. Have they ever acted this way? So I'm not going to sit up here and clap for that when none of our greats acted like that. And that's why they have solidified legacies, and that what we just saw in that video is nothing but some clown behavior. But let me know what y'all think about this. Like I said, this is what the Democrats want. They want y'all to be a circus clowns instead of focusing on what we need as a people.